Alright, so I just got done watching Sony's press conference and everything like that, if you want to call it that. And, well, I guess, even though I wanted to save this for later, I'm just going to go ahead and give my opinion about that conference right now. And to be honest with you, I kind of liked it. Now I know what you're thinking. What? How could you like that? Oh, it was a dumpster fire, blah, blah, blah. Sony didn't even try. No, they didn't. That's the point. Like, they didn't really have to. They could have just phoned it in, and it doesn't fucking matter, because they got, like, the light speed years ahead as far as what am I trying to say here? As far as sales go and stuff like that. And quite frankly, what I liked about it is they didn't waste my fucking time. Like, at all. The guy came out. Like I said, this is what I wanted to see. A couple days ago I said this. I wanted to see this in a Nintendo conference. I didn't think I'd get this in a Sony conference, but here we are. A guy comes out, says a couple of things, and then, actually, you know what? No, he came out a little later. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I said they have a rough start. The first couple of trailers they showed, or whatever they showed, the sound was terrible. Like, you couldn't hear it. And like that. It was like they weren't, like, it wasn't going through or something like that. You could kind of barely hear, but it wasn't, like, filling the arena. So that thing happens. Guy comes out, says a couple of things, apologizes for the mess, makes a joke about it. You know, they know they fucked up, but whatever. And then he said, this is all about the games. And what happens? You get a fucking string of trailers for video games, and that's it. And when it's over, the guy comes out and he's like, hey, thanks for showing up. Here you go. See you guys later. Enjoy your games when they come out. And that was it. It was fucking over. And I thought that was great. There were some low points. Like I said, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't the greatest thing I ever saw. I mean, the crowd was like fucking dead when it came to the VR segment. Nobody fucking cared. Like, nobody fucking cares about VR. I'm sorry. I mean, I know there are some people who do, but like, most people don't. They're like, whatever. That's more shit I don't feel like buying. I just want to play the fucking video game. I don't want to strap $1,000 more worth of equipment to my ass to play a fucking video game. And they showed Skyrim VR, which nobody cared about the fucking VR. Final Fantasy fishing VR? Fucking seriously? What's that shit? No, nobody. Who asked for that? You know what I want to do in virtual reality? I was going to say virtual fighter for some reason. But in virtual reality, I want to go fishing with that cast of Final Fantasy 15. That's been a boyhood dream of mine. So yeah, I'm not saying there were like weren't low points, because there were. But they showed more of God of War, which I think is kind of cool. And I think, based on the fact that the World Serpent showed up, I think he's going to go take on the Norse gods. That'd be kind of cool. Come on. Like, Kratos versus Thor? How fucking awesome would that be? Come on. I'm kind of hoping that's where they're going. I seriously think that's where they're going. Like, he's taking on the Norse gods. I'm not going to he's going after Odin and shit like that. That's going to be fucking awesome. That's just my guess, though. I'm not 100% sure on that. That looks kind of cool. The Spider-Man trailer, yeah, okay, Spider-Man. I was kind of iffy about that game, but now it looks pretty cool. I can't wait to get that one. Spider-Man's going to be kind of cool. And it's going to be really cool. It looks like I have mixed feelings still. I mean, it looks like generic Spider-Man game. They add all that shit. It looks neat. And I think that's kind of cool, so I can't wait for that. They didn't really show anything for The Last of Us 2, but I don't blame them, because it's gonna be a fucking long time before the game comes out. Let's face it, people. You probably won't see it until like the end of the PlayStation 4's lifespan, or some shit like that. But I'm pretty sure at Sony's other thing they do in December, they'll talk a little bit more about that. So for those of you wondering about that, you'll get a bit more information on then. But even if they announce a release date, you know it's gonna be delayed like 3 or 4 fucking times before the game comes out. They showed Shadow of the Colossus remake in 4K, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really care. There was Destiny, but I don't give a shit about that. The Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story looks kind of cool. It kind of, like I said, it kind of makes me wish it wasn't a fighting game, that they actually do some kind of like RPG kind of thing, like Ultimate Alliance or some shit like that. I think that's what they should have done. Like, fuck this fighting game bullshit. They should have just like did a fucking like RPG type game with that. That would have been cool, and I probably would have got that. As far as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite goes, let's face it, I'm not going to bother with that shit. I might rent it to play the story mode, but come on, they're really going to fucking just, oh my god, you know they're going to DLC that shit to death, and they're probably not going to work on it as much as they do Street Fighter 5. So yeah, there's that too. And then they showed that other game, Detroit Become Human, or whatever it's called, some shit like that. And what was that other game they showed? Was it towards the beginning? when they finally got the sound right. Something. Oh, Days Gone. Yeah, that was coming out too. Game looks kind of interesting, even though it's another fucking zombie game. Because yay, more zombies. That's what we're looking forward to. Yay! And then there's Call of Duty World War II, whatever like that, where it is. I don't give a shit about that. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. Come on, get one of those every year. Whatever, who cares? Anyway, like I said, that's just my brief overview of it. I know a lot of people are going to be fucking pissed, and they're probably going to bitch and piss and moan about how crappy the thing was, but I kind of like the fact that it was direct and to the point. Something I think they're copying from Nintendo, because you know damn well Nintendo's going to do the same shit tomorrow morning. Or already did it, depending on what time you decide to watch this video, I don't know. But yeah, so that was just my take on it. A couple of things I wish they would have shown off more. Like, I wanted to see some more information about I can't even say it right now. Ni no Kuni 2, which I heard is coming out towards the end of this year. That looks pretty cool, so I can't wait for that. They didn't talk about that, and I don't think they're going to, at least not this. Well, like I said, they showed a bunch of game trailers. They didn't waste my time trying to talk to me, and they didn't waste my time trying to advertise a fucking car that nobody in that goddamn was able to buy. Seriously, Microsoft? Come on. And didn't bother to tell me about a bunch of fucking specs that most of the audience didn't even understand what the fuck they're talking about, which, again, Microsoft. But Microsoft's conference wasn't that bad either. I'll get to that later. But anyway, just giving my thoughts about that. And, yeah, see you guys later.